Now that it is actually October 2nd of 2019, we are only getting closer to the official release of the third and final trailer of The Rise of Skywalker ever since the release of the first and second teaser trailers over at Star Wars Celebration and D23. This is Mike Zero. Make sure to subscribe if you're new to the channel for future Star Wars content. Now, one thing about Episode 9 that a lot of fans are very curious about is, of course, all the connections to the prequels and the originals, and how much inspirational source material will be used from Star Wars Legends, also known as the Expanded Universe by J.J. Abrams, and how that's all going to be utilized into this movie in order to move the characters forward from start to finish of the plot of the film. Now, on top of all this, these past couple of weeks or so, we've been learning a whole lot more about this movie, and when it all comes down to various shot descriptions of the upcoming Episode 9 Trailer 3, this is where things begin to get very exciting for Episode 9. Now, specifically, shot descriptions consisting of a sequence where it's explained that Kylo Ren and his Knights of Ren are said to be all kneeling around a large Darth Vader shrine that is said to involve Vader's statues surrounded by abstract sculptures that contain ancient Sith code written into the stone. It's explained that as it focuses on Kylo Ren, where his helmet is on, he begins to deliver dialogue talking about how he will save his grandfather's legacy. It's described that as this happens, a revised track of the Imperial March begins to play over the shot by John Williams that will bring fans back to the original trilogy. The next describes a moment in which Rey is said to be standing in front of Palpatine in a black and red cloak, where he appears to be using a cane of some kind, where Kylo Ren is said to be standing beside her. This is where it's said that Palpatine raises his arms into the sky, causing a Force storm that is said to wipe out some of the ships above. It's said that JJ's version of the Force Storm differs from the one in Star Wars Legends. Another goes over a rear view of Luke Skywalker standing next to R2-D2 on a strange world at night. Time, of course, looking out to a distant fire that is likely in his Jedi training temple burning down to the ground. Now, in the distance, the temple can be seen collapsing before Luke is said to turn around and walk uphill, followed by past voices of Anakin Skywalker, Obi-Wan Kenobi, and Yoda talking in the distance. So let's go over a couple of parts about this. Now, the thing about the third and final trailer, we are finally approaching this. In fact, there's a lot of talk right now that, of course, Disney and Lucasfilm, they're aiming for October 14th to drop it on the internet and, of course, on television before it actually is going to be connected to Maleficent 2. So keep an eye open for that. Now, with that being said, this week of October, there is, of course, going to be more promotional material. We're talking about new images, new magazine covers. We got Force Friday coming up on the 4th. So a lot of things are really happening here. So the one piece that really stands out to me a lot here is, of course, the Darth Vader Shrine. Now, the Darth Vader Shrine is said to consist of a Darth Vader statue with these abstract structures around the Darth Vader statue that actually has ancient Sith code written on it. Now, this once again is J.J. Abrams digging into Star Wars Legends and kind of just bringing it back into the current canon and doing something brand new with it all, where Kylo Ren and the Knights of Ren are said to be kneeling around this thing, where Kylo is said to actually deliver dialogue talking about how he will fulfill his grandfather's legacy and actually save his grandfather's legacy. So, you can see what they're trying to do. Obviously, this movie is all about family, as Star Wars is, but they're really trying to make it clear in this movie that this movie will really be geared toward family on Kylo Ren's side and, of course, on Rey's side and what she's searching for, and how that's really going to be used as inspiration to really bring them on their path to both the dark and the light sides of the Force. Now, the other piece that I do want to go over that really intrigues me a lot here is the Force Storm. Now, obviously, we're going to have a lot of new powers in this movie. A lot of different new Force powers will be applied in the film, as JJ confirmed, over at, of course, Star Wars Celebration. Palpatine is said to use the Force Storm technique in the upcoming footage, where it's going to connect to what we already saw in the second teaser trailer, where we see all those streaks of lightning, above the Star Destroyers in the sky, over in the unknown regions. Now, this all has to do with Palpatine's Force Storm, and how he's able to do this in front of both Rey and Kylo Ren. And this, once again, is a direct callback to Dark Empire, where Palpatine used a Force Storm just in front of Luke and Leia. Now he's doing it in front of both, of course, Kylo Ren and Rey, and demonstrating the power of the Beyond and the dark side of the Force. Now, the Beyond, by the way, is said to be a very powerful Force nexus that is said to be the most powerful Force Nexus over in the unknown regions and serves as the origins of the dark side. So you can only imagine how powerful Palpatine is going to be in the third act of the film, in Episode 9, and how that's actually going to be used as a way to form an alliance between Rey and Kylo Ren. I think that this was their clever way of justifying as to why Rey and Kylo needed to team up and needed to join each other between the light and the dark, between, of course, becoming balance. It's all to do with Palpatine at the end of the day. So anyways, guys, drop a comment below. Let me know what you think about all this in the comments. And if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.